Yo, what up? It's Aaron
I actually
Moses.
was trying to,
Gang, and
well,
this
not
video is
trying, I
called
was intending,
All Day, Every Day, man. It's a reaction to a channel
like,
that
I'd
I
been
just
planning for a little
recently
while, but
found.
I,
I just recently found it's called Street Disclosures. I guess this woman interviews homeless people. I think okay, yeah, they're in LA. They're in California. This one's in Anaheim, but I just found it a couple days ago and I thought it would be interesting. A couple of these women are physically attractive. Do I think she is? I think she used to look like something a couple years ago. She does not have a front tooth, which I don't think is attractive at all. But it was just something about her personality that drew me to her. Plus, she kind of resembles a couple people that I knew in my past life. So let's get into it, man. Let's see if we can get something out of this together.
I keep messing things up, so. But I do want to. I just don't know if
I don't. Let me see what the first question was, because I need some context to what she just said.
I actually was trying to, well, not trying, I was intending on going back today. Like, I'd been planning for a little while, but I keep messing things up, so. But I do want to.
Went to rehab. Now, just by the how her skin looks, her hair, I would have to say she's missing a tooth. I would have to say that she's on meth, and she's on that H, that boy, that Wonder Woman. What does that mean? Wonder Woman. Google it. People call it dog food. Some people call it that brown. I think she's on that. Yeah, that.
don't know if it's realistic
That
at this
had
point,
it.
but
You look so
They call
young.
it had it in. She looks so young. Nah, she looks like a. She looks like a 38-year-old, 8-year-old.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
22. What's 38 plus? That would be 46 divided by 2. 46 divided by 2 is 23. So you see how close I was? I said she looks like a 38-year-old, 8-year-old. 8 plus 38 is 46. 46 divided by 2 is 23. And how old is she?
Realistic at this point, but
You look so young. How old are you?
I'm 22.
Bars, nigga. And I said she was 23. I do this. Real nigga. Hot Cheetos what I snack on.
The first time I went to treatment, I was 17. I've been on heroin since I was 14.
Mmm. Where is her parents? Is it hot or is it cold? I'm not gonna roast it. I'm not gonna roast it.
So
That
today
would be
we're
wrong.
here in Anaheim, California with Scarlett. Scarlett, are you originally from Anaheim?
No, ma'am.
Where are you
Of
from?
course, she's not originally from. That's not even her real name.
Chicago.
She's from what?
Originally from Anaheim?
No, ma'am.
Where are
I'm
you
from
from?
Chicago.
Her ass. She's not from Chicago. She's from Skokie. She's not from Chicago. She's either from Skokie, or she's from Schaumburg, Elk Grove, or she's from Sauk Village, which is the complete total opposite. She's not from the city.
You originally from Anaheim?
No, ma'am.
Where are
I'm
you
from Chicago.
How'd you end up over here in
I came here for treatment originally, but I didn't like actually stay. I stayed like maybe a couple days and then left. And I've tried to go back home, but I just ended up staying here.
how long ago did you end up in California?
Those are not. You see her facial movements. That's not what that stuff does to you. That's meth. That's not. And she just came out here because we don't have meth in Chicago. So she came out here. I believe that she probably came out here for some treatment. She went to the desert somewhere, maybe Fresno, maybe somewhere out the way that I never heard of, Smiley Face Valley, and she ended up escaping and took a plane. I don't know how she got to the main part of California, but Nah, she's skipping a whole lot of details. Let's go.
About 10, 11 months ago.
Oh, okay. And what kind of
Uh-oh.
treatment?
Substance abuse, like inpatient rehab type thing.
For what?
And you said it only lasted a couple days?
Yeah. I've been to a lot previously, but it's my first time going to treatment in California. And yeah. Yep.
Were the other ones like the in-house also?
Yeah, like the inpatient type treatments. Yes, ma'am.
Have you been successful at any of them?
I'm not gonna lie. I've been to about 40 of them, and I've only
Oh yeah, that was a
completed 4
Okay.
programs.
What's your drug of choice?
Let's see if she keeps it real. She won't.
Well, it used to be opiates. Like I started on heroin and then switched to fentanyl. But currently, it's just crack. I'm not on any opiates. I've been off opiates for.
Okay, now I believe her just a little bit, right? Let me get this tooth off my screen. I don't want to see that. Crack. For the money, you know how we play. We split that CIACK. We got my niggas addicted. Shout out to Cassidy. But yeah, we don't have meth in Chicago, so now I'm believing her a little bit more that she's from Chicagoland, the metropolitan Chicagoland area. Crack is a little bit harder to find, in which I don't have. I was trying to sell. I wasn't trying to do it, obviously, but so crack is a little bit more challenging as far. I don't want to say there's not a big crack culture, but the people that I've interacted with, they are more so with the meth, right? As far as selling it, as far as doing it, as far as the behaviors that I see, it's more with the crack. It's more so the people a little bit older than me and people like my parents' age and older. But everybody else, people my age, I don't know how much meth costs. And I didn't even know that. Like when people would be like, do you know where to get the meth? Or what's with the meth? What's with the ice? I'm like, bro, I don't even know what. When I would say, I'd be like, bro, I never seen meth in my whole life. I don't even know what that shit smells like. They'll be looking at me like, now I know. Meth doesn't have a smell. I didn't even know that. When I would say that, I was thinking that I would come off as more credible by saying that. Nope, I'm not on call. Don't text me, bitch. But yeah, I didn't even know that that meth didn't have a smell. Crack has a very obvious smell. It makes my stomach hurt, and it just makes me sad. It just stinks. But just me knowing that crack has such a distinct smell, is what I meant to say. I thought that meth, if you put battery acid with Tylenol and you shake it up and put it in, I'm thinking you put all the worst chemicals that you're not supposed to put together under the sink. I'm thinking it's gonna have a smell, but somehow it doesn't. But yes, a crackhead from the city, the metropolitan area of Chicago that was on that stuff. Yeah, that's a good balance, I would have to say, probably. I've never done it myself, but yeah.
To fentanyl, but currently it's just crack. I'm not on any opiates. I've been off opiates for a good 6 months now. But replaced it, unfortunately, with cocaine, hard cocaine. Yeah.
And what's your current living situation?
The hotel room with.
You see that jacket she has on, bro? It looks like it's like 65 degrees. That is a Chicago. Okay, yeah, she's from the middle. She had that jacket when she came out there. She said she was there for 10 months. This video came out 2 months ago. It's March. Excuse me, it's April. So when she came out here, it was winter time. Cause that was a year ago. That's a winter jacket. She used to put a hoodie under that jacket. She had that jacket for 3 years. I could tell. That's how I know she's not from the city. But she used to put a gray hoodie under that jacket. I already know. I know how it is. I know how it is. So peep this. She's been. I can't even remember the question. My mind's going everywhere.
What's your current living situation?
She's homeless. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, she's homeless. If she has on that jacket and she's on crack, I think crack makes you feel probably hotter, cause all crackheads are also alcoholics. So she's an alcoholic and a crackhead, and she used to be on opiates. She has a 211 in the cut somewhere, or an 8 ball in the cut somewhere. She's hot, and she's still wearing that jacket. She's homeless. She's wearing that because she doesn't want to lose it.
The hotel room if I can. If not, just kind of try to stay up through the night and not sleep on the streets. But sometimes I just get tired. But
and that jacket is a phenomenal pillow.
How much is a hotel room?
They're so expensive out here. It's literally anywhere from. There's some you can find for 85, 80, but most of the time they're around 120.
Mm-hmm.
And between 1 to 120.
So do you plan on going to the rehab again to get off the crack?
You know why she said expensive? Because them smaller cities, we got Joliet, we got neighborhood, $54 for a fucking hotel. And if you buy the whole month or 2 weeks at a time, $40, bro. Sometimes $35 for a decent hotel. Decent. The size of my crib. A studio in LA. $54 a day. $40. Out here, if you go to Buena Park, $85, yeah. That's in Orange County. Anaheim, I don't think that's in Orange County. I can't remember. Anaheim's like, I think Anaheim's in Orange County, yeah.
I actually was trying to, not trying, I was intending on going back today. Like, I'd been planning for a little while, but I keep messing things up. So. But I do want to. I just don't know if it's realistic at this point. But
You look so young. How old are you?
I'm 22.
Did I rewind this?
I went to treatment, I was 17. I've been on heroin since I was 14.
How does that happen? How do you get 14? Like, did you start off with weed and alcohol and just escalated?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't really an escalation process. It was, yes, it did start with weed since I was maybe 10, I guess. I don't know, maybe earlier. But just party, I guess what you'd call party drugs, normalized things that people use around each other. And, hang around people that I shouldn't have been around at a younger age, and just decided to try it. And because I wasn't educated. I knew people got addicted to it, but thought I was exempt, like everyone does. And I didn't put it down for 2 years after the first time that I got my first hit of heroin at 14.
Bro, that's the thing about situations like that. I understood that people got I understood that people got I think this is probably the same thing that she wanted to say. I understood that people got addicted to certain things. I just didn't understand really what it looked like in the beginning stages, which is what we definitely need to introduce to the people. The symptoms, and when you need to slow down, or when you understand that this is happening in the situation, right? Because a lot of people like to say that, yeah, you start off when you might just have a drink, or you just might have a cigarette, or you might smoke a little weed. Nobody, the first time they ever do substances, it's never just a little bit of meth. It's never just a little bit of H. It's never just a little bit of Coke. You always start out with just a drink or a cigarette or some weed. That's not always how it happens. I met people, their first encounter with any kind of substances was meth, or was yay, or was some brown, right? Dog food. But when it comes to you trying it one time and it becoming a lifestyle, you have to understand what the symptoms are. When I was drinking more than the average person when I was a kid, when I was 19, I didn't know that this was I was exhibiting the symptoms of an alcoholic. I did not know that. I thought that everybody just had a drink every day, or I thought it was normal for people to just have a drink when they got stressed out or when they were bored. I just thought that's what people did. But then me not having a job and me doing illegal things, I was just thinking, okay, well, while I'm waiting on this next client or when I'm doing this, might as well have a drink. That's what people do. I did not know that. People didn't do that because that's how I smoked weed. You know what I'm saying? That's how I smoked cigarettes. And I didn't have a problem with weed and cigarettes. I just liked it a lot. And that was just a part of my life. And I was a rock star. I was a rapper. And I was just doing that. So I just thought that you could treat anything how you treat weed. So I think that's how people get in that trap. But we do have to educate people on the actual symptoms of addiction. So I understand.
Do you have any kids?
I do. I have a son. He's 5, and I had him when I was, well, no, he's almost 6. I had him when I was 15. Or I got pregnant at 15, gave birth at 16.
Where's he at?
He lives with my mom. He lives in Dallas. I still have custody, but she takes care of him. So.
That's good. He's with family.
Yeah, he's well taken care of.
Were you able to graduate from high school?
No, ma'am. I dropped out freshman or sophomore year because I had my kid and had to start working.
So how do you earn your money out here for the hotel and all that stuff?
Literally any way I can. I have multiple revenues of income. Mostly recently boosting, stealing stores. Literally any way I can.
I apologize, guys. This is my job that was contacting me. I'm on call.
Hotel and all that stuff.
Literally any way I can.
So she probably asked her how she makes her money.
Working.
So how do you earn your money out here for the hotel and all that stuff?
Literally any way I can. I have multiple revenues of income. Mostly recently boosting, stealing stores, and then reselling, or yeah. Yep.
So is pretty dangerous out here, I'm assuming. Anything crazy happened to you?
Yeah, I mean, all the time.
You know what's jacked up about her demeanor? I live out here in Los Angeles, and I see meth heads, meth heading a lot. Meth heading down the wrong road. But seeing somebody on crack is just so much more, it's so much more pleasant. It's just so much more welcoming and presentable. It's just so much more, I just appreciate it. Shout out to the crackheads, man. Shout out to the crackheads, man. Not all y'all. Some of y'all just do whatever, but I just miss being around crackheads. Like just meth heads are just so unbearable. Like these motherfuckers, they just take their shirts off and talk to the devil and just do all of this. And hey man, you got a cigarette? Oh, you got a cigarette? I can see this. Like, bro, you have obvious signs. You need to be away from me. Right? And you could say Aaron Moses, but that's how crackheads act. That's not how crackheads act where I'm at. Sometimes they flip out. Yeah, I understand that. When I moved to Columbus, Georgia, the homie was like, bro, you stay in Columbus? You know, it's a lot of crackheads. I think, man, you going to get stabbed by a crackhead. But they don't just do whatever like these meth heads. And meth heads have a little sensibility. They don't tee up on me when I'm with my baby. They don't tee up with me they don't really tee up on me at all. They ask me for a cigarette, but they get a little too close and their hands are always dirty with black stuff. Crackheads, their hands are dirty with like sand or white stuff or like clay. I don't know why meth heads are always dirty with black on their hands. They always look visually just blacker. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's Maybelline. But every time I see a meth head, I just let them finish my cigarette and they never complain. But a crackhead, I can give a crackhead a full cigarette and I'm just like, hey. And I'm just so surprised I didn't recognize her as one of my people. I'm not a crackhead, but I'm just saying I appreciate crack smokers way more than meth smokers. I just want to get out of this. Can I get my contract? Can you just cancel my contract? Can I please go back to the land of crackheads? Can we make crack great again? Cause this is tiring me out personally. Can we crank up the prices on meth and bring the crack back? Bring crack back. Crack back. 2050, 2025, man. Let's make this a crack America again.
All day, every day.
Well,
it's a different type of dangerous, but it's dangerous. Like for people that aren't what is that word? Adapted to it? Yeah.
Adjusted, addicted. See, she can use words.
Anything? Do you see anything crazy happen to anybody else?
All the time. And some really unfortunate events, like just, obviously overdose every day, you know. You don't witness it every day, but it happens every day around here. Like, it's just a thing that happens. As far as, like, crazy, like, things that don't happen every day, like, am I supposed to explain?
Any examples that anything crazy you want to share?
Not really. I'm sorry.
Have your things ever been stolen?
Everything to my name is on my body in that bag. And this happens about maybe every 2 weeks.
Whoa!
In that bag. And this happens about maybe every 2 weeks, maybe a little bit more often. All my things, I either get in a situation where I'm forced to leave them behind, or I wake up, I finally go to sleep, I wake up and everything's gone. And
well, I could say at least she's matching a little bit. You know, her socks match her hair, and her flip-flops match her leggings, and her leggings match her jacket matches her tattoos, her skin color matches her shirt, and the backpack is just a good mix of all of those things. Ma'am, see, people, this is what drugs do to you. Have you had anything stolen from you? Literally everything. This is all I have. High cholesterol. I'm missing a fucking tooth. I have on flip-flops and socks. She probably has a pair of shoes in there so she could turn tricks. All she has is a backpack and her back crack. And she just came all the way from Chicago. It's hard to find crack out here. And you keep on saying that, Aaron. I'm telling you, when I came out here and I couldn't find a job, my baby mama will tell you, yes, I was about to put it all on the line so I can get a quarter key, and I was about to do my thing. So I wasn't smoking it. Anyways, yeah, and I was pretty close to be able to do it, but we had a long discussion, and I told her that if I got something happened to me, I would need her to hold me down for at least 3 years, and she said the longest she could do was 2. So I gave up that, and yeah, because the possibility of me getting 2 years for doing what I was gonna do, I didn't want to make that gamble. I chose my family. But anyways, I probably should have sold the crack instead. But anyways, see what happens? If you think you got problems now, put some dope on it.
And suddenly the only things to my name are the things on my body again. About every 2 weeks. Yep. Sometimes I'm fortunate enough to be able to get them back if I had to leave them in a situation, but that is rarely. But this bag I got back from situations, so I mean.
Where'd you get them nails from?
Are you able to make any friends out here, or is it just every man for himself?
It's a dog eat dog world. But no, not.
If she had a friend, do you think that she would be missing a tooth with her nails done? Them nails cost $35. Look at her hair, bro. Look at her hair. She probably smells decent. She doesn't look like. If she didn't have that jacket and I just saw her and her I'll just say it, her fat was covered up and if she just looked like a regular I wouldn't think she was on, well, To be honest, I think everybody's on drugs. But I wouldn't necessarily automatically think that she was on drugs. She looks like she's on dope. But all that money that she put into her appearance the last 10 months, she could have got that tooth replaced. So she obviously doesn't have friends because she's not thinking straight. She's on crack, man. No drug addicts actually have real friends. That's impossible. But Aaron Moses, I'm a drug addict and I have real... Bro, if you had real friends, you wouldn't be a drug addict. And if you were not a drug addict, you would have real friends. Because you being on drugs constantly, you being addicted to drugs means that you don't love yourself. You don't value yourself. You don't want to be you. You don't want to be in reality. You don't want to be a part of the world. So why would somebody that you don't even perceive as being a part of the world be your friend? You don't even perceive them as a friend. Because if you really perceive them as a friend, then you wouldn't want to be on drugs. You would be in this same reality as them. You would be here with them. That's just like saying that steam is cool with fire. No, when fire goes to water, it creates steam. The drug will be fire, reality is water, and steam is your perception of reality. You don't even fucking connect. So how could you say that I'm your friend if you're not even in the same universe as me? That doesn't even make sense. We're experiencing the same matter. We're on the same planet, but we're not in the same time zone, physically, mentally, or spiritually. Not saying that you can call me from Europe and I'm in Africa. That's two different things. That's not the same thing. It's kind of like a 50-year-old trying to be friends with a 2-year-old. Not the same thing. This is weird.
I would like to, but it just doesn't really work that way out there for me. Especially because I'm not from here, so I don't have people that have known me for a long time or have my back the way that some other people do.
So do you have any plans of getting back home?
I mean, I would like to. I'm not allowed to live home with my son and my mom just because I've broken that trust a plethora of times, which is understandable. But I would like to eventually. I don't think it's realistic, but I would.
You're not allowed to. She did something legally where she can't be around her child.
I would love to. Part of me would love to, but the other part of me thinks that my family, my son, would be beyond better off without me. I mean, they tell me it all the time. But there is that part of me that does want to return home.
Yeah, that's not true. If you got everything together, believe me, your son and your mom would be jumping up and down. So, yeah, for sure.
That's true.
So, any lessons learned through this experience?
It's really just, what is it called whenever you already know something, but they pop up in a more extreme manner that makes you, what's that word? Yes, but the short answer, yes. Things that my mom had told me when I was younger that stuck, and I'm like, oh wow, that's something I really need to apply in my life, or things like that.
And then, if you could have a dream job, what would you like to do?
Let me guess. If she could have a dream job, I would say a nurse or a cosmetologist or something in the legal field. Tiger Tree.
Can I think for a second? I'm sorry.
You can think for a mini seconds.
I guess, something to do with maybe an art therapist for
That is amazing, bro. An art therapist? That's what I wanted to do. I think I'm a crackhead. I'm in love with a crackhead. Mm. Mm. Where is she? She's in California. I'm coming to get you, baby. I'm just playing. Nah, but I did want to be an art therapist. That's pretty hard. I like that. I like that answer. That's a cool answer. She's a human being. Like,
I don't know. I really like the missionaries that come out and like give out the blankets and clothes and stuff to people that need them. But I want to like incorporate in like an art aspect of it. Like, I don't know.
That's awesome. I was thinking like beauty because it looks like you have a really good style.
Thank
Everything.
you. I do love
together.
cosmetology. Yes, that was it when I was younger. But I mean, I'm trying to think of something a little bit more. I mean, that'd be cool too. Bringing around like cosmetic stuff to females like on the streets or in programs and stuff. But yeah,
Just doing haircuts, free haircuts for people.
Yeah, oh, I love those people. Yes, that'd be cool.
hold on.
And then
My job needs me to send some contacts over real quick. I apologize, guys. So I gotta send Carla. Let me see. Carlos. I'm in love with a crackhead. Every night I go to sleep with my shoes tight. I'm in love with a crackhead.
lastly, do you by chance have any social media or like a Cash App in case anybody wants to throw some?
A Cash App. A Cash App. You know what? I'm gonna let you ride. Let's see what your Cash App is. You got a Cash App? I bet you she does. She's 22. She has 3 Cash Apps. 2 of them she can't remember the password to.
Dollars your way or a
I do
wants
have a
to reach
social
out?
media.
I can like, give this to you. So you can write it down.
I don't have a permanent Cash App. Well, actually, yes, I can do that.
The males though. She's an authentic crackhead. I know it's not even cold outside. You know how I know? Because white people, when they get cold, their faces get red. Her fingers are red and swollen, bro. Crackhead. Yeah, do something like that too.
Sorry.
Thank you for coming back.
Yeah, no problem. I'm sorry. I just had to take a minute. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my phone to load.
Hold on, chat. I just found out that the security does not have. They only have my number. That's why they only hit me up because I stay. No, okay, this is blasphemy. They don't have my supervisor's number. They don't have my manager's number. They only have my number. That's why they always hit me up. Oh, that's gonna change today, bud. Yeah, so when I'm off and when I'm with my child and when I'm with my fucking family, you're not gonna keep disturbing me. Call these niggas. I'm not the only person that fucking works here. Yeah, nah, it's going down. So I can get my life back, nigga. I don't make enough money for you to just be calling me when I'm trying to get my dick sucked. God damn. Since you want to get that title, the lead maintenance tech, that's his number. Since I'm the underdog, and this is the big manager. I'm not gonna say big, the main Wait, what's her title? Her title is, what is her title? Property manager. You can text them. I'm pretty much at the bottom of the list. You don't need to be texting me, nigga. Anyways, let me see.
It's all together. The Cash App one. I just couldn't fit it like next to it. Sorry.
Okay, got that. It's all together.
What's the Instagram?
Okay. Well,
I'm trying to save you.
Really
Yes, ma'am.
appreciate it,
Thank you
Scarlett.
guys. I appreciate it.
What's her Instagram? Did they put it in the comment section or what? I'm trying to save me a crackhead. Scarlett. Trying to survive on beach volleyball. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Oh, her Instagram. Yeah, we reaching out. Abby999XO, Shauna, Hill, High Socks. I told you. Her name is Shauna. It's not Scarlett. Always lying. Like I was saying, it is. I'm about to smoke some cigarettes right now. Pissing me off.